under the weather, you know I still perform. Rep my clan all through the bone. All my boys at Cornerstone. If you play the stone, then you're going home. I've sent a 3 right to your dome. For my newest whip, I think I'm going home. And if it's a game of run, see the one we own. She rule like a tyrant with a meme like that's Brian. Haps, fam. Thanks for being here. Little after midnight, Sunday morning, dealing with the new moon. How you guys doing out there? You feel that beat? Uh. 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 Almighty body. Thanks for being here. Wherever you are, Facebook, YouTube, definitely my family here at Haps, where we're doing all this at. Let me shut this down. Bam. It's been a while. Uh it's been about a week since I broadcast, and had a brutal week, fam. I'm not even gonna hold you up. And one thing about me, if I'm not feeling it, especially with the spiritual content that I bring to you, if I'm not feeling it, I won't do it. And since the beginning of this week, your boy's been taking hits from every direction. And I knew coming into December things were going to get a little crazy, and they did. And but I'm feeling much better, got through it, learned some lessons, and that's what life's about, right? You know, you get knocked down, and if you can look up, it means you can get up. So I'm easing back into it, and I just wanted to come do this broadcast in the midst of I believe, the last new moon of the year. And, I put a post on Facebook a couple days ago. December, it's going to be a little different. There are going to be definitely some things taking place as we close out the year. The new moon plays a big part of that. And there's still energetic shifts going on. And there's something in my vibration that says something big is going to happen. I just don't know what. But I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm really ready for it. So glad to be here. I have no topics for tonight. I'm just going to shoot from the hip. But I wanted to get back in the flow, and I said, you know what? I'm going to do a midnight broadcast for whoever's on. So if you're on, definitely you can come on in. Definitely leave some comments and spend a little time with me. I don't even know how long I'm going to be on here, to be honest with you. I just wanted to get on here and spend some time with the fam, catch up with you guys. So if you are here, thank you. And if you're listening to the replay, thank you for that as well. And but yeah, I want you guys to get ready for the rest of this month and going into 2022. This is the time of the year where we should really be heavily focused on two things: setting the intention of what we truly want to experience, number one. And the second thing is letting go of the things that we no longer want. Letting go of the things that we no longer want to be a part of our reality. Okay? And the season we're in right now is a receiving season, but you have to be in alignment with that season. Okay, you have to be fully aligned with what you're saying you truly want to bring into your vibration. It's the only way it's going to happen. It's not going to happen by just wishful thinking. You literally have to be aligned. So, some of that will include setting boundaries, some of that will include being fully aware of what's going on around you, and being very specific about what you choose to hold in your vibration and what you choose to experience. So, use this month to do that. Use this month to write out what it is you truly want to bring into your experience. This is the time of the year to go into quiet time, meditation. If you don't know how to meditate, then just go into quiet time and spend more time with self. I'm finding that lately, I like to go, I have this concept called going dark. And when I go dark, I don't mess with anybody but myself. When I go dark, it's kind of like me getting away from humanity. And it gives me some time to get with me. You know, whether I'm going for a long drive, or walk in the park, or I take um, a couple hours and just be by myself. That's what going dark means to me. It's kind of like getting back in tune with myself. If I'm dealing with something very heavy, I'll go dark also. You know, just get away so I can allow things to kind of like work through my vibration and then come out with a full understanding of how to respond to the particular situation. So take some time with yourself this month and kind of clear your energy, get some understanding as to what's going on with you, and then put yourself in a position to move forward, whatever it is. Okay. Make sure that you do that because this is the month we close out the year 2021 and 22. Guess what? It's going to continue. All right. So if you're feeling weird, if you're feeling like you don't belong to this planet, if you're feeling like you're quite like you're in the wilderness, all that stuff is natural. Embrace it, okay? Because your energy is probably just being upgraded, okay? You're going through this evolutionary shift, and because of that, you're going to feel it. For individuals that are light workers, you're going to feel it differently. We're all experiencing this differently, okay? So don't run from it, embrace it, all right? Um, and don't think anything is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. The planet is going through an upgrade, and the upgrade is happening through us. All right. If Mother Earth is going to evolve, then we have to evolve with her as well. I also believe that there's going to be a balancing of the energies um, with masculine and feminine. Okay, so there's going to be a balance of energies moving forward, and you're going to see a lot of things change in your community. You're going to see a lot of changes, things that we've been used to, which have been so called the norm, they're going to change. A lot of changes are going to come about. So definitely take this month to tune into self and get yourself together. Okay. Um, for individuals that have a message, if you're an artist, if you're a musician, you might want to consider getting on this Haps platform. Shout out to Haps. I was on the replay of, I believe, the founders or the ownership structure last night, and I listened to the whole update that they have because the platform here has changed. But if you have a message, might want to consider using Haps as a platform to get your message out. And I'm going to tell you why. I came here for a couple reasons. I wanted to find a place where I wouldn't be censored. I don't like anybody telling me what I can talk about. Okay. Um, I feel everyone has the right to voice their opinion and voice what they believe in. And some of the other platforms they want to play God and tell you what you can talk about and what you can't. So that's one of the reasons why I came here. Second reason I came here is because of the ability to multicast. And what that means is from this platform, I can shoot my video here live, but it'll go out to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. It'll go out to multiple platforms. So you may have, followers on Twitter, followers on Facebook, followers on YouTube, followers wherever. You do one broadcast and it just goes out. And it's really, really, really cool. And then what I do is from like YouTube, I just post to LinkedIn and a couple other platforms. But that's one of the reasons why I'm here at Haps. So listening to the founders, I feel a lot better about the direction they're going in. And I wasn't comfortable with the platform when they first made the change, but I'm here now and I'm going to be here for the long haul. So if you have a message, if you like to do broadcasts, if you like doing videos, if you're a musician, okay, you might want to consider this platform because they're really working to upgrade it so that individuals, artists can then monetize their content. So that's one of the reasons why I'm here. They also talked about, I like the landscape version, and they talked about why they're going with portrait. I guess portrait gets more views, and they have the data, so I'm not going to fight it because I really don't know. I've gotten used to it now, so I'm going to keep rolling with it, even though I preferred the landscape. It's just a change. But they said that the data shows that when you do a video in portrait, which I'm in right now, the video is number one, more watched and more shared. So if you're an individual that's creating content, you want your information shared. Okay. I felt that was pretty good. You do have to sign up with a phone number now. And I didn't understand that until I watched a video yesterday. And I guess what that means is by individuals using a phone number, it eliminates a lot of the trolls. And that I'm cool with that. I don't want anybody just trolling just to be trolling. So they did that. And there were a couple other things that they talked about, but I kind of like where they're going with it. They're also going to be adding Instagram and they have TikTok right now. I don't have enough followers on TikTok to do the live, so I have to build up my TikTok followers in order to multi-stream on TikTok live. But Instagram is coming soon. So, guys, in 6 months, you can do one broadcast here on Haps and it can go out to 10 platforms. I think that is phenomenal. And all your comments come in through your Haps. So if you're on Haps watching, I can see your comments. If you're on YouTube, I'm not seeing Facebook. Some programs I watch, I see the Facebook comments come in, but for some reason, my Facebook comments don't come in at all. I don't know why. So I sent an email, so hopefully that will get addressed. But yeah, if you're looking to start something up, especially going into the new year, you definitely want to try out the Haps platform. And I can tell you this, I am not a technical guy at all. I'm not technical savvy, and it's very easy. If I can do it, you can do it. All you need is, a laptop or your phone, and you can go live, and you can even have multiple people on the broadcast with you. I like to do only four. I think I've had as many as four on at a time. Any more than that, the screen just doesn't look right to me. But four to me is perfect. The picture quality is perfect. I hope my sound is coming through perfect. But this platform, I think, is gonna do very, very, very well. So definitely check Haps out. And I got a couple texts about the cryptocurrency space. and I didn't even plan to talk about this tonight, but I'm gonna go into it a little bit. I think I'm gonna do a show on it real soon, like a crypto update. But I want to tell you guys something. Like right now, the market took a hit today, and people, of course, are all worried and scared and this, that, and the other. Number one, I knew it was coming, especially with the new moon. I knew the market was gonna, take a little hit. But guys, this is the time that you buy. This is the time that you buy. This is not the time you sell. You have to understand something. The cryptocurrency market is going to climb. Okay. Now, if you're a trader, meaning you're just in and out of trades, yeah, I can see your concern. But I'm a long term investor in the cryptocurrency space, and I'm simply buying and holding. And I'm telling you right now, it's a huge fire sale going on right now in the cryptocurrency space. Okay. This is the time that you want to buy. In fact, let me look some stuff up real quick. And this is not financial advice. Did I put that disclaimer out here? I'm going to put it out here. This is not financial advice. Do your own research. Don't listen to me. Listen to me, but don't listen to me. Um, XRP, as I'm speaking to you right now, 12:22 a.m. on Sunday, 83 cents. Okay, great buy. Super, super, super buy. Um, you got Polkadot. I'm going to mention Shiba. Do your research on Shiba. It's at 3738. Okay. It's not even at a penny. All right. I think this thing has got as high as 8 something. Yeah, 8854 is the high, that is the 52-week high. So do your research on Shiba. Sandbox, tremendous gains this year. It's at 584. XLM is at 28 cents. Um, Mana, 396. Now do your research on Mana. I mean, I got into Mana right when it was around 50 cents, I think. Okay. But right now it's at 396, but the thing was as high as 529. Um, but Mana deals with a concept called Decentraland. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that later, but Mana is another one you want to check out. Tron is at 8 cents. VeChain is at 9 cents. Super, super, super deal. I'm a big fan of VeChain. HBAR is at 28 cents. I'm a super, super fan of Hadir Hashgraph. Engine's at 306. I don't know if that's a buy right now, but it's at 306. XLM. Definitely check out Quant. I think I'm going to do a show. I'm just looking at some of these. But definitely, yeah, XLM is at 28 cents right now. Make sure you do your research. Okay. But if you are in the crypto space and you're a long term holder, please do not panic. Okay. The whole goal is for them to shake you out of your great buying position. And they want you to come back when the cryptocurrency price on a lot of these coins are a thousandfold. Then they want to welcome us back into the market. So there are a number of coins I don't plan on selling for a long, long, long time because I just have that much faith and belief in them. But do not allow them to create fear, uncertainty, and doubt in your mind, what we call FUD. Don't allow them to do that. Okay, stay the course, and you'll just be fine, and you'll do just fine. All right, this space has nothing but a massive upside to it. Nothing but a massive upside. But you have to be solid. You can't be scared. I've never met so many scared people. Like, scared money does not make money. Okay. And again, there's a difference between investing and trading. I'm more of an investor because I do the research on the cryptocurrency, then I invest in it and I hold it long term. That's my goal. Okay. You may say, well, what's long term? Well, you decide that. You decide your own strategy. Again, this isn't financial advice. Okay. This is no different than any other game, whether it's the real estate game, whether it's the stock game, whether it's the Forex game, um, no matter if you're, into gold, silver, um, this is no different. You have to have a strategy and you have to create a strategy that's best for you. Okay. But the cryptocurrency market is going to replace our monetary system as we know it today. And that's why I'm involved in it. It's kind of like being at the very beginning of the stock market. So, nothing but tremendous upside. And it's going to happen. So, you may have heard of this term called Metaverse. And there are a lot of these concepts that are out, like Decentraland, where you create an avatar and you move around this entire digital world. And what's happening is we have our physical world on a planet, but what's emerging now is the advent of the invisible, the digital, where you can take on a personality and operate in this world. And that's what Decentraland is all about. And I'm going to tell you something. A couple Saturdays ago, I created my avatar and I'm walking around and I was blown away. Okay. I had the cryptocurrency, but I wanted to know what it was about. So I went in, created my own. And I think when I do a show, Haps is supposed to be doing screen sharing and stuff pretty soon. When they bring all that back, I'm actually going to do a show where I take my avatar and show you guys just walking, me just walking through the Decentraland. And you can interact with other avatars, which are other live people. There are people that work in these places and literally make a living. So, no different than you have a physical reality where you make money, raise your family, interact, go to church, do this, that, and the other. You're going to be able to do the same thing with a digital avatar in these places, whether it's Decentraland, and there's a lot of other ones. And you know what that means, right? Like, this metaverse is like going to be unlimited. Like, that's what it's gonna be. Because you're gonna have the Central Land and you're gonna have these other ones and you're gonna be able to go all over. And I think it's gonna get so deep that no different than you have your own physical identity, you're going to have a digital identity too with an avatar that you create and operate in this invisible world. You're going to be able to make money. You're going to be able to gamble. You're going to be able to have relationships. You're going to be able to do whatever. I feel it's going to get to the point, of course, you can't eat food, but you can mimic eating food. You can mimic, hanging out at a bar or a casino. You can be there and actually go through the entire experience as a digital avatar. This is where this thing is going. And I just want to let you guys know this is one of the ways the wealthy are going to get wealthier. This is one of the ways. People are already buying real estate in these places in the Central Land, buying pieces of property, 5,000, 6,000, 10,000, 100,000. People are buying art. People are buying businesses. A lot of banks and huge corporations are already a part of these Decentraland type setups, and it's taking place all over the world. This is where we're going. So, explore some of that, look at some of that, get used to it because it can't be stopped. This train has left the station. And what I'm working on now, like I'm into cryptocurrency, but I'm trying to learn more and more about this whole metaverse and how it's operating and seeing what niches I can take advantage of in this new space because this thing is going to happen. The digital world is going to grow like 100,000 fold in the next 10 years. It's This is where it's at. And if you're going to be on this planet, you're going to have to get ready to engage on that side because it's already happening. This is like the pioneering stage taking place right now. It's going to happen. It's going to become very, very mainstream. It's no different than I remember when MySpace happened. You remember MySpace? I think MySpace was like the first social one. It may have been a couple others, but MySpace was like the big one. And then I know there was Black Planet and things like these things just keep evolving, and I never thought like what could evolve over the internet. Well, now you have the blockchain technology and all these different technologies that are coming out to just speed information up and to bring us closer together. And that's what cryptocurrency is doing. It's taking care of transactions. You're able to now, you know, before if you wanted to send money to Europe from the United States, you'd have to do a bank wire, this, that, and the other. Now cryptocurrency can send it in 5 seconds. I mean, that is literally where we're going. So it's going to be very, very interesting seeing how all these things come together and how it reshapes the world. And again, this is all part of the evolution of our planet and where we're going. This is all part of it. Let me see here. Uh-oh. Doom, doom, doom. What's interesting is as all this is taking place, unless you're really involved in it, nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it at all. And if you watch the media, it's amazing to me that the media are all in on the agenda, whatever that is. Whatever the people behind their curtain want the public to know about, it's like they're all on it. And you almost have to abandon watching the media. Because if you watch the media, you're not only going to be 100 paces behind, you're going to be 100 miles behind, you're going to get left in the dust. There was a time where you could get the truth from the media. Those days are gone. And if you feel that you're getting truth, you're in for a massive awakening. Journalism is dead. And I've been telling people that this isn't, everything has changed. The battle that's going on right now is a battle to control your mind. It's a battle to control what you think, because somewhere along the line, they figured out that, hey, if we can control the masses, they'll forever serve us. And some people are falling right into that, right into it. They want to tell you what to think, what to do, how to think. They want you to become very submissive. They don't want independent thinkers. They don't want people thinking for themselves. They don't want creativity, and they don't want unique identity. What would they want that for? They want to control the entire narrative. The good news is this. I believe that um uh-oh. I already got a troll on YouTube. The best girls in the world. Wow. Now, I don't know where that came from. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to delete that. But yeah, they don't want us to think for themselves. I'm gonna see if there's a way I can delete that. Ah, these guys, I tell you. And I have somebody watching over there on YouTube, so this guy is just trolling me. And I need to figure out how I can. Okay, I muted it on Haps. Let's see if that stops it. Hopefully, I'll be able to go back in there and delete that. If not, I'll have to figure that out. See, that's what I'm talking about. Here I am doing my broadcast, and this joker comes on here talking about naked HD XYZ, the best girls in the world, and he wants to post it 5 times. That's what I'm talking about. But we'll deal with that. So yeah, you almost have to. I remember I came up with this thing. They wanted us to social distance from each other, and my whole thing was we need immediate distance ourselves, because that is not where we want to get our authentic news from. And this is just my opinion. So you have to be very careful. And I'm not telling you to watch the news or not watch it. What I'm asking you to consider is, when you get the news, really, really internalize what you're hearing, because there's an agenda. That's why the majority of the news is negative. Negativity sells. Fear sells. Fear keeps us locked in to a lower dense energy. And when people are afraid, you can control them. You can control them. Um, you can control them big time. So watch where you get your news from. Definitely watch where you get your news from. Watch who you are listening to, um, and make sure it's your truth. Because as far as the crypto space is concerned, the media is way behind, and they have no vested interest in your financial position getting better. Why would they? They don't want you getting stronger financially. They don't want your families getting stronger financially. So why would they put any information or news on a cryptocurrency space where you feel comfortable jumping in the space? And they'll use these so-called experts that are going to get on here and tell you everything that they're not doing so that you can do it. And that's what you have to understand. You have to understand the game and how it's being played. So we're in the battle right now for our minds. Who's going to control our minds? And they're going to figure out multiple ways to drive wedges between us so that we don't unite and come together. They've done a great job with race. Phenomenal job. Great job. They're doing a great job with cryptocurrency. They're doing a great job with the cocoa situation. Great job. And again, the whole agenda is to keep you in lower states, dense energy, where you can't trust your fellow brother and sister on the planet. And as long as they can do that, as long as they can create that separation, the rest is easy because we'll be fighting with one another. So what I've chosen to do is to rise above that. I've chosen to only focus on things that are going to bring about the reality that I want to experience. That's it. And to put myself in a position where I don't have to depend on any of these institutions, any of these alphabet organizations. That's the overall goal with me. And you may want to look at taking and adopting that approach because things just aren't what they used to be. They're just not. So be mindful of that as you close out the year. If I had to wish something for humanity, if I had to wish one thing for everybody in humanity, it would be this: that everybody go into 2022 as their authentic self. Everybody go into 2022 being fully aware of who they are and the beliefs and the truths that they know about themselves. That's what I wish for every human being on this planet. And it's happening. It's happening all by itself. People are waking up. People are awakening. People are recognizing that, oh, wow. People are being introduced to themselves for the first time. And it's really cool. And the powers that be know that there's an expiration to their game. Things are moving forward. I think it's going to get a little uglier. And what I mean by that is it's going to be a little bit more uncomfortable. There's still a little bit more of a rocky road for us to travel. And then things are going to start smoothing out. I really believe that. There are already people that recognize who they were a couple years ago, and they're not that same person today, and they're a better person today because of the awakening that they're going through. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. So that's where we're at. That is where we are. Well, hey, I just wanted to be on here for a few minutes. I think I've been on here for 30 something minutes. Just wanted to kick this off, spend a little time with you guys, and I am going to be back at it this week coming up. If you haven't, check out my affirmation series. I think I have 13 episodes of Affirmations with Ace, where I take things that you may choose to affirm in your life to help enhance the quality of your day-to-day experience. And I'm currently in a series called Activating Your Self-Love. I think I'm going to be doing episode 4 this week coming up. Really powerful content. This new one coming up, you're really going to enjoy because it's going to be about your own personal power and how to set up your own power where the love that you have for yourself can operate better and flow better day to day. And got some other cool things coming down the pipeline. The men's group, it's going to be in 2022. Still working on it. I love my bros. I love my bros. this one is going to be different for me. Um, but I love my bros. And the content's just going to be a little different, but I feel that there should be a few more places where men can align themselves with and align themselves with other men so we can learn from each other. I think that there are a lot of men that are walking around in an isolated type situation and they don't have access to the correct mental, emotional, and spiritual support. We're kind of like on islands on our own, and we may interact with one another on surface type things. Hey, what's up? Talk about sports, this, that, and the other, but that's where it normally stops. Um, we need to have some really, really, really in depth, deep conversations about the masculine energy, about being a man on this planet, and navigate through the multitude of situations that men deal with day to day, whether it's relationships, finances, health, self love, dealing with emotions, um, jeez, you know, growing up in the inner city, growing up without a father figure, mother figure. There's just so much to this concept that I'm working on. And it's a little intimidating for me because of the magnitude of it and the work that needs to be done. But we're going to build it brick by brick. So we're going to, there's not going to be any pressure or anything like that. But I just feel it's time. I think that men need to come together and talk about things in a constructive way where we can help and be a support to one another. I feel that's so powerful. So that'll be coming in 2022 as well. I don't have any details as to how it's going to roll out, how it's going to run, how it's going to go. I don't know those details yet. I do have quite a bit of content already put together, but what has to happen along with the content is number one, the dialogue, um, and the system that we put together where we can come together. I think a lot of it's going to be online, but I would love to also see some physical interaction meetings, workshops, seminars, and things like that as well. So I just feel it's needed. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna wrap up. Thanks for being here with me tonight. I'm glad I did this. Like I said, it's been a little over a week, but I had a brutal week. Your boy got just brutally hit with a number of different things. So thanks for being here. Love and respect, and I will see you in the next video.